We're going to show you now a CBN exclusive. Our international reporter, Dale Hurd, went to Greece. And what did he find in Greece? We're not talking about the poverty. We're not talking about the euro. We're not talking about the austerity. We're talking about something that is horrible. And most of us can't imagine anything worse than living in a country under the Taliban. But one group of refugees can. They escaped an Islamic dictatorship and fled to Greece, the cradle of democracy. And now their life is so unbearable, they want to return to Afghanistan even if it means death. That's just how dangerous it's become for immigrants in Greece's crumbling economy. Dale Hurd was there, and he brings us this shocking, exclusive report from Athens.
These Afghan refugees who fled the Taliban say coming to Greece was the biggest mistake they ever made. They call their life in Greece a nightmare. They hide in their flat as much as possible to avoid being beaten up in the street. And they told us if they could, they would go back to Afghanistan immediately. The only thing worse than being in Greece during the economic crisis is being a refugee or an immigrant. The economic collapse has turned many Greeks against outsiders, especially from non-Western nations. Greece's economic meltdown is causing society to unravel, and some are looking for scapegoats. Greece is one of the main entry points for illegal immigrants into the European Union, and a new report by Human Rights Watch says the number of attacks on foreigners in Greece is surging. Sahar Lankar from Iran is a Christian who ministers to refugees in Athens.
If they look different than Greeks, like if they're Pakistanis or they are Afghans or they look Chinese, they have to be really careful because now they get beaten up for no reason.
Like Ahmad from Pakistan, who was beaten up by a large group of people.
They are asking me, what's your country? Then the beating.
Some blame the far-right party Golden Dawn. Golden Dawn has been labeled neo-Nazi. They deny that, but this is what you find inside their offices. Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler and a book of his speeches. Golden Dawn now holds 18 seats in the Greek parliament. It wants to use minefields to keep refugees out of the country. Golden Dawn has started to replace government services with its own, like food pantries for those in need. The spokesman says the food is free, but only for Greeks. It's not for non-Greeks, even if they're legal residents.
This is only for Greeks of blood and ethnicity. They can come here and we will help them.
Former government advisor Elena Panaridis.
Golden Dawn is a fantastic example of a sick government, of a failed state, a state that is not able to police itself, to control its rules, to enforce its own regulations.
Golden Dawn also wants to start a Greeks-only blood bank and will come to your home if there's trouble, when the police won't.
Golden Dawn is very well known to have established an equivalent to 1-800 number. People call Golden Dawn. These people are nothing else but bouncers. They use these guys to go in and then just clean everything up. They have the place painted and they give it back to you and they don't even ask you for money.
This Greek said he keeps the phone number for Golden Dawn in his pocket in case of emergency. But this Afghan refugee family is excluded from Greek society. Finding a real job is unthinkable. They survive only by raiding dumpsters and fixing and reselling old shoes and junk. Tahir says he can only send his 5-year-old boy to kindergarten if he and his wife agree to be the janitors, cleaning the classroom once a week. The Human Rights Watch report corroborates what immigrants told CBN News. The police and the courts are doing nothing to stop attacks on migrants. One reason could be that it's reported the police overwhelmingly support Golden Dawn. Tahir says the police are the fascists. Not only is there no protection from the police, they say the Athens police try to destroy their merchandise, sometimes running over it with police motorcycles.
You never know when the fascists will attack, but when they see foreigners, they beat them up, especially women with headscarves.
When they have to go outside, they travel only in groups. Sarah calls life in Greece terrifying.
We ran away from the Taliban, and now we're stuck in something worse than the Taliban. With the Taliban, we would be dead and it's over. Here, it's torture every day.
This family's home in Afghanistan was destroyed by the Taliban. They made a dangerous journey to come to Greece. The fact that they would rather go back to Afghanistan shows how dangerous Greece has become for outsiders. Dale Hurd, CBN News, Athens.